Hello my crafty friends, it's Jelly Bean, and it is week 1 of our summer craft hop giveaway. Now there are 6 channels participating and we're gonna have a grand prize of $30. So in order to be eligible for the $30 grand prize, you need to go to all the links that are below to each one of the ladies' channels and watch their videos and click the thumbs up and comment on each video. You also have to be a subscriber and you have to be a visible subscriber. We have to be able to see you to know you're subscribing. So make sure that setting is to where we can see you are subscribed to our channels. Alright. Each channel is going to have a giveaway. You need to go to each channel and find out how you can win their prizes. I am going to do more than one giveaway, and I know at least one other channel is going to do more than one giveaway, but I'm going to have a giveaway today. But instead of showing you the package that I have put together for the giveaway all at one time, I'm going to show you throughout the video what's included in the package. That way nobody can fast forward to the end or watch now and then not watch. You have to watch throughout the whole video because I'm going to be showing bits and pieces of what you're going to win throughout the whole video. So, today I'm going to do a tutorial. And this is like only my second tutorial I've ever done, so y'all bear with me. Don't get mad at me, but I do take constructive criticism very well. So if you have any tips or hints or any ideas, leave them in the comments below, because you got to comment anyway in order to be eligible for that $30 prize. Okay. Today we're going to be making these little mini matchbook ATC coin holder books, and I joined a ATC swap, the coin, and artist trading coin swap, and I made some coins, but I wanted a way to house them. Plus, it was very hard for me to do something flat. And as far as I understand, the coins are supposed to be flat and not really very dimensional. So, I made this little book to put the coins in. And I did see another tutorial online for something very similar. So, see how each side flips out and has a pocket to house your coins. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details on this one for the simple fact I've got a project share video on this, but I also have got to ship it off to my swap partner. So, I just wanted to show you another variation of the way you could do it. But this is the one we're going to be making today. Now, I'm not going to embellish it and put all the cardstock with the pattern cardstock. I'm going to basically show you how to make the little books. And these are very simple to make, and y'all are not going to believe how easy they are. I did not make another set of artist trading coins, but I just made some like circles and put a sticker on it so y'all could see how well they fit in here and how easy it is for them. So anyway, I'm gonna show y'all how to make this right here, and then you can make your own to put your artist trading coins in. So let's just go ahead and get started and get right to it. And I'm going to put these to the side so I won't mess them up. First of all, what you're going to need a scoreboard. You're going to need a paper cutter for the embellishing part. You're going to need some scissors a bone folder, and on the one that I did, I edged all the edges, and I used the Angel Pink Memento ink. And also I wanted to show you the paper stack that I used to embellish it. Since I'm not going to actually embellish one, I'm going to show you which stack I used in case you want to do one like that. This is the Spring Posies paper pad Recollections. It's at Michael's. It's one of the hot buy pads. It's the one with the gold. It's a really pretty pad. It's got a lot of pink and peach and greens, and it's got that turquoise teal color in it. I call it turquoise. Some people call it teal. I don't know if there's a difference. There might be. I don't know it. But anyway, this is the pad that I used to embellish that one with. So, what I've done to make it kind of easy for y'all is, for this, I've kind of laid out a diagram here, and I'm showing where you score here, but on the pink lines are where you cut, and the green X's are the parts we're going to omit. So, if you would like to go ahead and screenshot this, I've also written on here where the score marks are as far as inches and stuff. So, screenshot now. And that way you'll have the template, because I really don't know how to upload a file up under the YouTube video. I have not been on YouTube long enough to do that. So I think I have the whole thing in frame now. You can go ahead and screenshot. And like I said, green X's are the parts you omit. The pink lines are where you cut. And you actually score on all these lines here, except for right here, here, and here. Those are the only places you're not going to score. But I'm going to do one so you can see. And let me put my papers over here. Okay, we're going to start out. This is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that I got at Walmart in the pack where the copy paper is. That's all it is. And we're going to start out by scoring at 2 7/8. We're starting out with our short end across the top. That was 2 7/8, and we're going to score at 5 3/4. So that's the only score marks when you do it this way. Then you're going to turn it this way, where the long side is up against your score line. And then we're going to score at 2 7/8 and 3. You gotta have a little bit of a gusset for this to fold and your coins to fit in there. And then we're going to score at 5 7/8 and 6 1/8. And then we're going to score at 9 and 9 1/4. So that's all your score lines. You're done with your scoreboard. We can take that away. I don't want my stuff getting out of order or I'll get confused over here. Now we're going to look back at our thing here, and where all the pink lines are, again, we're going to cut. So, the way I do this is I take a pair of scissors, and I know you can't see my lines very well, but I just come up and I cut. Oh, my hand will quit shaking. Too much coffee, I reckon. But I just cut up to that first vertical score line. And come on now. I cut on both of those lines, and you're gonna cut everywhere on each side, on each of the long sides, you're going to cut on all your score marks up to the first vertical line. So, I'm not going to sit here and shake and try to, y'all sit here and go, hold it steady, come on, you can do it. But, I'm going to show you how I do this one side, and then I've got one already cut. So, alright, I cut up to the first score line with the scissors, and then I take my craft knife, and I go ahead and, hang on a minute, I don't want to mess up my new mat. It's not that new, but I have been very careful not to cut on it because my other one is so cut up, and I've cleaned it so much the dots are gone, so I'm trying not to do that with this one. So anyway, I just take my craft knife and cut the vertical part here. So these come out like this. And that way it's easier to do than with scissors. It is for me. You could do it with scissors if you wanted to. But anyway, you're going to do that on both sides. When you do, you're going to have one that looks like this. And once you get it like this, I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. Once you get it like this, you take, oh, I forgot my ruler, hang on. I knew I would forget something. I was trying to get everything together, but I knew I'd forget something. Hang on one second. I just had it, it was right there, and then it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and burnish my score lines. That'll help me with this next part a little bit. Now, these two top ones here we're going to cut off because that's the flap. So, that one really doesn't matter that much. But, I'm going to go ahead and burnish my score lines. And you know, in any part of this, you can always pause it. That's the way I do some of the videos. I watch where they say do this, and then I'll pause it and do that with them, and then play it, and next time they go do this, I'll pause it and do that. Okay, now, if you notice on these that we have to make the pockets for the cards to go in, or the coins to go in. See right here? So we're gonna have to cut part of these off to make our pockets, and this is how I did this. I took my ruler, my Tim Holtz ruler, which is 1.5 inches wide, and I laid it right here on the score line. That's why I wanted to go ahead and burnish it so I could see it a little bit better. And then I took my craft knife and I just, here I go cutting on my mat. I just cut that one there, and I hope I got, I'm trying not to cut my mat, so I'm probably not cutting hard enough. And then on this one, you do the top one and the bottom one on the right hand side. And then on the left hand side, you're just going to do the center one. Put my thing here, and I flip it around because I'm right-handed and it makes it easier for me. So my eyes aren't what they used to be, y'all. Okay, just right there. So now we have this, and also I can't cut a straight line for nothing, so I use my ruler to cut just about everything. But you're gonna go ahead and cut off the flaps too. Now don't throw these away, you're gonna need them because that's what'll make the gussets on your little excuse my sniffles, y'all. That's what makes the gussets on your little pockets, because if we don't make gussets, the coins won't fit in there. So, anyway, so we're going to keep these little pieces to make our gussets with. Now, at this point is where you would go ahead and mat out and put your pattern paper the way you want it on both sides. This is what I did. And then after you get the pattern paper on both sides, I took my 1-inch paper punch and I went ahead and punched out my little slots. Makes it a little bit easier to get the coins in and out. So once you get those cut out, now you've matted everything, everything's matted, you got these cut out. Now we're gonna make our gussets for our pockets. And what you're gonna do is the 2 flaps that you folded off here, those are a little bit too long. The ones you cut off the half here, let's use those, because they don't have to be all the way top to bottom, but you're gonna cut about 1 inch. They don't have to be exact, you're not gonna see them, it's just to make a gusset in your pockets. You're gonna need 6 pieces for your pockets. And then you're gonna take these little pieces and you're just gonna fold them in half. And I can do this. There's no science to it. You're gonna make 2 for each pocket, 1 for each side. And do this. If they're a little bit too long, that's okay. We can cut them off. And if they're a little bit too short, that's okay too, because you're not really going to see them. Now on this one, when I made it, I used some of the pink paper so it would kind of blend in. Also, before I did this, I went ahead and I inked around all the edges. And of course I inked the edges of the matte pieces before I put those down. But I did go ahead and ink around the entire edge on both sides like this before I put down my pockets. Okay, this is just regular 2-sided score tape. I'm going to use this, and when I put it on my little gussets, I'm going to try to put it on the edge where the open is. I'm going to try to lay it as close to that as I can. It doesn't have to be exact. And we're going to put it on both sides. Oh, it's time to show something we're going to give away. Hang on a minute. Alright. The first thing, I've got like 4 things in my packet, 4 or 5, that's going to go with this week's giveaway. And the way you're going to have to win it is you're going to have to comment below. And when you comment, I want you to put a smiley face at the end of your comment. So everyone who has a smiley face, and those are down in your keyboard or on your phone or your tablet, they're usually down there. You can click on it, but leave a smiley face with your comment. Everyone who has the smiley face in with their comment is going to be eligible to win this prize, which I will announce the winner next week. But the first thing that I'm going to give away is this paper pad called Wings of Love. It has a lot of butterflies. It's got a lot of pretty paper in here. It's pinks and blues and greens. It's got an alpha. It's got some cutouts. I'm going to flip through just a little bit. It's a brand new pad. It hasn't been opened. It's got a little bit of orange. Aren't those flowers cute? And there's pretty blue. That's got a pattern on it. A green. That's got a pattern on it. Some more of that, some blue. Now this has a pretty butterfly at the top. You can't really see it. And there's some pretty butterflies. And pink. More pretty butterflies. I know everybody likes butterflies now. Check out these butterflies. You could actually cut those out and use them on your projects. Some alphas and cutouts. So this is the first thing in my giveaway. You get the Wings of Love paper pad. Okay, I'll show you in just a few minutes something else. Okay, we're doing our gussets. And putting our score tape on all of them. And I meant to have some of these done so you wouldn't have to sit and watch me do every single one of them. But this is my first top, my second tutorial, and I'll get the hang of it. My kitty cat is in heat, so y'all probably hear her in the background. She is perfectly fine. She just wants a boyfriend, which we do not let her have. So, she's not a teenager yet, even. She's so funny. My grandson can sit there. She won't come to me, but he can look at her and do his finger like this. Or he can go, kitty, and she'll come running to him. It is so weird. But there's a really funny story about how he got his kitten. I promised him if he did good on his report card that we're making gussets, putting on the score tape on both sides. And I promised him if he did good on his report card, he could get a kitten. He wanted one really bad. And he did good. He made AB honor roll. So he had a very specific type of kitten that he wanted. Okay, while I'm telling this story, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. Next, I'm going to peel off the score tape, and it's going to go on the inside of each one of these flaps on each side. Now, if it's a little too long, just take your scissors, cut it off. Cut it at an angle, and make sure that the opening points in like this. So your openings go toward the center of your flap. Alright, and this is one of the Tim Holtz poker tools. I think they use it for die cuts, but I like to use it to take my cover off my score tape. It's much easier for me. And I go ahead and take both sides off, and you're gonna lay it flat with the edge of the pocket, and just do that to all 6. Now, what I was telling you about my grandson, he had a very specific type of kitten that he wanted. It had to be a gray tabby cat. That's the only kind he wanted. And when he got his report card, it was in the fall. So it wasn't a good time for kittens to be around anyway. If it would have been spring, it would have been different. But we looked and looked, and I looked on Craigslist and online and didn't find one. Went to the animal shelter. They didn't have a tabby. He wasn't going to settle for anything but a gray tabby. And one day my brother called me, and I was talking to him, and we were just randomly talking like we usually do. And he said, hang on a minute, there's something under my house. And he can kind of walk halfway under his house. He can bend over and get under there. So he goes under there. He goes, there's a kitten under there. I said, is it a gray tabby cat? He said, yeah, it's a gray tabby kitten. I said, that's Camden's cat. I said, the Lord knows your heart, and He knows what you want. And Camden really wanted a gray tabby cat, so the Lord sent him that kitten. And we went out to my brother's and we got it. And when Camden got it, he said, her name is Angel because Jesus sent her to me. And that is her name. And that is the one that I seriously feel like the Lord sent for him, because the Lord knows your heart. Okay, to this. Now, we got all of our gussets on. Now all we're going to do is bend them over, burnish them pretty good. And remember, by now you got all your mats put down on your paper. And if you want to, you have it all inked. And there is your little pockets for your artist trading coins. See here? Now if you would have glued it around the edge, it would have took up room and it wouldn't have went all the way down in there. But you just see how easy this is, y'all. And you fold it up. I did not burnish my lines here for some reason. I forgot. But that's really all there is to it. It's very simple, and I think they're really cute. And now I did see one, the lady that did hers, she put a hole and a brad and put a string around it, and then she wrapped it around and then twisted around the brad. I put a belly band. She did not use hers for artist trading coins. But because I use mine for artist trading coins, I put a belly band on it. And I did that because you can put your coins in here, and then once you get your coins done and you put them in there, you make your belly band. That way you'll know how thick you need it to be and how tight it needs to be. On this one I had to make it thicker because these coins were thicker. But anyway, that is how you make this. And again, I'll set this here, so if you'd like to screenshot it, let me make sure it's all in frame here. That can be your template to go by. And again, this is for the Summer Craft Hop giveaway. Now, something else that I'm going to have in my giveaway, I'm giving away, these match that paper pad pretty good. They are Martha Stewart adhesive borders. There's 16 pieces in a pack, and these are called the stitched die cut borders. Now they do peel and stick, so they're really cute to use on your cards and everything else. Also, because the paper has butterflies, I'm including this set of Forever in Time butterflies, and these match the paper as well. And one more time, I'm going to go over the hop rules. First of all, you must go to each channel, all 6, subscribe to the channel. Each video they upload on Saturdays, you need to like and comment. And the $30 grand prize drawing will be held on the 29th, the last Saturday of the month. Everybody will do a crafty video and upload each Saturday of the month, which is the 1st today, 15th, no, 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd. And then on the 29th is when all the drawings are. But some channels are having other drawings as well. Like this one I'm having. This also goes in the set. These are adhesive flatback gems. And this is a really long sheet. See, look, this is 8.5 by 11. This is almost 8.5 inches long. So that also is included in this week's giveaway. Remember how you have to do it now. If you didn't hear before, go back and rewind and listen to it. And also, I forgot what I was going to say now. But anyway, you're going to have to go to all the channels every Saturday, like and comment on the videos, subscribe to the channels, make sure you're visible subscriber, and I think that's about everything. Now, I told you how to win this week's prize. If I get a total of 200 more subscribers throughout this hop, I will also have a money giveaway at the end on the 29th. But as of right now, I am just giving away prizes weekly, and I will have a good prize at the end. If I get enough subscribers, I will have a money prize. If not, I will come up with something. Well, I have something in mind, but it's going to be a surprise. Also in this giveaway this week is the Clear Stamps Love is for the Birds by Autumn Leaves Clear Stamps Doodle Birds by Taya Bennett. But anyway, these are also included in this week's giveaway of mine. Again, rewind and go listen how you have to do to win that for this week. I will draw the winner next week. Okay, well, that is all for my video today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you for tolerating my second tutorial. And y'all have a crafty day. Don't forget, you have to like and comment. See you next week.